back at the 26-yard line. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Cluster. Good. Delta.
From the gun, Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's White. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
White 90. 380. Hey.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
White. White. Yeah, Rocket.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
0.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Goes right side. Complete to Gronk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3.
Now Harris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big one there for the Chargers. $61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to take a shot for the end. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
380.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Rivers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. So the Patriots coming out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, that's Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Set, 380. 80 hot.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA! Christian Kirk on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half. You still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Delta!
3rd and long for Rivers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Harris. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
4 down. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue
They're going to try and throw. And able to find Dorsett. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Set. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dorsett's got it. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. So we've come to halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tight end right.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, Delta!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Set. 390.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now Austin Eckler on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing Rivers, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away.
Detroit!
Now they just
Detroit!
look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on this one.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Detroit!
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line,
Detroit!
2nd and 10.
Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like four-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run. Back
now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Rivers on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Harris. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
He'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
4 down, 4 down. Detroit! Detroit!
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 4 down. Me, I got him. I got motion man. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry up.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Rivers. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for L.A. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Hey, Rocket! Set!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers, and he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey!
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Set! Set 180!
From the gun, Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?